and to welcome Mr. Clory and Ms. Jane to the New Jersey Turnpike Authority. It is my privilege to be here before you today. My name is Paula Rios, and I serve as president of Local 194. On behalf of our members and the Executive Board, we extend a warm welcome to you both. Our union represents more than 1,000 employees of the New Jersey Turnpike, including office, maintenance, and tolls personnel, the people who keep the system working safely and efficiently every day. I look forward to engaging in a discussion in advance our collaboration efforts and address the important matters at hand. Thank you for your time, and again, congratulations.
Good morning. My name is John Richmond, and I'm here on behalf of Empower New Jersey, the Turnpike Trap Coalition, and the dozen of other organizations who are our allies and friends and who have been involved with respect to the Turnpike expansion project. I'm here today to congratulate Governor Sherrill, Executive Director Clory, and the board on the wise, bold, and courageous decision to scale back the Turnpike expansion project and not fund a second bridge or additional travel lanes. This is the right call for so many reasons. It will save billions of dollars. It will provide funds for transit. It will provide for cleaner air and stop a seriously flawed project that would have made traffic worse. We also want to congratulate the governor and Mr. Clory for something else, and doing something that the prior administration didn't do, which was listening to and getting input from the public and public officials. We hope this is the beginning of a new era where the authority continues to work with the public, affected communities, and politicians instead of viewing them as the enemies. Thank you again for your wise and courageous decision.
Darnell Ross, Local 200 VP.
Good morning, Chair, Vice Chair, executives and directors, and the rest of the executive and board members here today. My name is Danny Darnell Ross. I'm the Vice President of Local 200-200A. And as part of the board, the executive board, and our members, brothers and sisters of Local 200, we'd like to welcome you and our executive, our new executive, and our chair. And we're looking forward to working hand in hand and making this place, as it's always been, a family and working together as one. So I just want to thank you, and I want to welcome you. Thank you.
David Pringle, Empower New Jersey.
Thank you. Again, David Pringle. I'm, like John, on the steering committee of Empower New Jersey Steering Committee, and also a member of the Turnpike Trap Coalition. And probably more significantly, my family and I rely on the Turnpike, the Parkway, and New Jersey Transit for our jobs, for our life, and everything that goes with that. I'd also like to thank the authority, and especially Governor Sherrill, for yesterday's announcement on what is and isn't included and funded in the new $6.7 billion plan. I'd be remiss without a special shout out to Mr. Clory for his willingness to really engage the public and make democracy work. The decision to not move forward with a second new bridge, to have one bay bridge in a state of good repair and focusing on needed repairs and safety improvements between exits 14 and 14C without increasing capacity, is a win-win across the board. It creates an estimated 19,000 good jobs, reduces traffic congestion and pollution, improves public safety, and avoids $4 billion in wasteful spending, leading to savings for consumers and or freeing up funds for better projects. So again, thank you, Governor Sherrill, Executive Director Clory, and the Turnpike Authority writ large.
Are there any other speakers in the room that would like to address the board? operator, can you advise the remote participants? We will begin taking public comment pertaining to the agenda and other matters by dialing *1.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the floor is now open for public comment period. If you would like to make a public comment at this time, please press *1 on your telephone keypad to enter the queue to make a public comment. You will hear a brief tone to indicate you have successfully entered the queue. Comments will be taken in turn. Each person will have 3 minutes for their public comment. A warning will be provided with 1 minute remaining, and again with 15 seconds remaining. Please stand by. And the first public comment is coming from Doug O'Malley. Doug, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Thank you so much. My name is Doug O'Malley. I serve as the Director of Environment New Jersey. I'm also on the Steering Committee of Empower New Jersey and a member of the Turnpike Trap Coalition. It's been 6 years since the proposal for a massive expansion of the Turnpike extension through Bayonne and Jersey City was proposed at a cost of more than $1 billion a mile. This proposal truly was a relic of an outdated transportation thinking that echoed the Robert Moses era of highway expansion. It didn't reflect the reality of mobility for Hudson County in the 21st century. The announcement yesterday by Governor Sherrill is a true victory for the countless citizens, activists, grassroots leaders, and elected leaders who objected to a massive highway expansion boondoggle being foisted upon them. But this would not have been possible without the leadership and fresh eyes of Governor Sherrill and the work of Turnpike Authority Executive Director Clory and Chair Priya Jain. We wanted to thank all of the elected leaders and activists, but especially the work of Governor Sherrill and Director Clory, because really this is proof that Governor Sherrill meant it when she said it, that she wanted to look at this proposed project with fresh eyes. And this proposal really is proof that sometimes a simple solution is the best, of building a new replacement bridge for the Newark Bay and repairing sections of the Turnpike extension through Jersey City. This is proof positive that when we're looking at mobility options, we have to think about everyone and look at the valuable resources of the Turnpike Authority. I'll just end my comments by saying that our roads and highways are not independent of the relationship with Mass Transit and New Jersey Transit. And this proposal also realizes and acknowledges that the Turnpike Authority not only is making the largest investment in the authority's history with the new Newark Bay Bridge, but also is a reminder that the funding that the Turnpike Authority provides for New Jersey Transit on an annual basis is critical. Transit and transportation are directly interlinked. This proposal is a win for mobility for everyone. And again, we thank the governor for taking this bold action.
Thank you. The next public comment will be from Steve Carras. Steve, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Hey, thank you. I'm Steve Corellis. I head the state chapter of the National Motors Association, and this is the first opportunity this year to listen in on a board meeting. So I too wanted to welcome the new players, especially Commissioner Jain in both her authority commissioner and chair role, and especially in her NJDOT commissioner role. As a fellow engineer, I'm pleased the governor put someone who's an engineer in that role. And to new executive director Chris, since I'm on audio, I'm only assuming you're there. We've been doing transportation in New Jersey for a long time. Welcome to my sandbox, and we'll have to do some catching up. Now, I'm usually talk to the board when there's something on the agenda, and I guess and I'm really going to get to that. It's interesting to hear about the decision that was just made. We too had concerns about the spend on that project, and very interesting to see how this worked out. As to the agenda item, I'm talking to the last item on the agenda that has to do with the $4.1 million spend for staging buses at Exit 15X for the World Cup, and examining the memorandum. I was trying to do a quick cost-benefit analysis and was trying to figure out where the buses would be going, presumably on the turnpike, that would do the congestion reduction. That was the premise for doing this funding. So that is the question I'm asking. Where would they be going? And I know questions don't get answered during the comment period.
1 minute remaining.
Thank you. But as an earlier gentleman said, the transparency and openness of the authority to actually respond to the public, it really would be nice, perhaps, when we get to that agenda item at the end, that that question be asked. And for all I know, it'll be part of the introduction of the item to be voted on. But if not, I hope one of the commissioners or Chris will kind of raise that question as to where those buses will be going to get the congestion benefit. And I will stick around to the end to wait for that answer. So thank you very much.
Thank you. The next public comment is coming from Dan Vicali. Dan, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Yes, hi. I am a resident. I am 63 years old who lives in Bayonne my whole life. These people, that made these arrangements, do they travel this area? I have gone just to get out of town. It takes us about an hour and a half just to get over that one bridge for a normal 20-minute ride somewhere. We have to add 2 hours on our trip anywhere. Just to get onto the bridge, it takes us about a half an hour to get out of town when it should take 3 minutes. Not to mention, my son travels that way every day, and his normal ride should be a 40-minute ride, and it turns into an hour and a half because of the traffic, not to mention. And God forbid anybody gets into an accident, which happens quite often. The 14A exit they extended it a while back with extra toll booths. However, they still go into that 2 little narrow lanes that have to then merge on to the bridge. And I'm wondering if they take that into consideration, because anyone from this exit, you have to add at least an hour and a half onto their trip besides the normal time frame for that. This is for anything. You're going to visit someone out of town, you're going to do shopping or whatever. We've always had to account for all of that. I personally pay extra and go over the Bayonne Bridge just to get out of town that way. I happen to live closer to that because between riding through town with all the buildings they've been building here, and then forget it during the week when the trucks come, remaining. They're all lined up. They're all lined up, and it takes us. It could take us an hour just to get off the exit. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. The next public comment will be from Lena Drillman. Lena, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Thank you for taking my call. I'm 67 years old. I live in Bayonne for many years already. What concerns me is the poor air quality in Bayonne. Every day in my walk from where I live on 27th Street uptown towards the direction of the bridge, right where Marist High School was taken down, the air quality there is extremely poor. Perhaps some thought could be given to a wall or something. I never realized how much the building there actually prevented that air, which is the exhaust from the vehicles going over the bridge, coming into Bayonne. It's extremely poor over there. And that's my concern going forward. Thank you, Governor Sherrill, for scaling back this project, because an expansion just expands more consumption, and that would be harmful in many ways. Thank you. That's my concern.
Thank you. The next public comment will be from Robert Isaac. Robert, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Thank you. I'm a Bayonne resident as well. I'm glad to hear others sharing their experiences, because the expansion into, with this expansion bridge, I'm not sure some of the due diligence that's been done. But the fear and the concerns that I have are around extended wait times, around traveling outside of Bayonne. especially on that Turnpike Bridge. There's also been many accidents that have happened. I think also that I'm not sure if the current plan still allows for a separate exit that's going to be specific for trucks. I don't know if someone can answer that question right now or not. But you know, those are my concerns because the port in Bayonne has a major trucking global, and when that port gets backed up, the trucks take priority and take over all the lanes. It becomes a complete parking lot. And I'd like to know how this is going to be addressed with this new proposal.
Thank you. The next public comment will be from Joseph Skillender. Joseph, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Thank you all. I'm Joseph Skillender, a resident of Bayonne and the Director of Planning, Zoning, and Development for the city. I just want to, express again the concerns that some of the residents are addressing to the Turnpike Board with regards to the shrinking of the project. I just want to raise some of the board's concerns as to some of the development going on within town that the two-bridge proposal would have helped alleviate. UPS built a 1 million square foot facility in Bayonne and operates at 100,000 packages an hour. We also have Global Terminal there. Global Terminal was bought by CGMA, and there are plans to expand and infill the water on the Jersey City side. Also, with the film studio of Paramount coming into town, that's going to create another 3,000 jobs in the town that the Turnpike Bridge, is going to address. I just want to bring those concerns there because, to the board level, because the trucks are going to just stall on the bridge, the congestion that is going to exist now is only going to get worse, and it's going to negatively impact the residents of Bayonne. And we want to make sure that us on the city are fighting, for this bridge. We have been fighting, we were happy when Governor Murphy announced that there would be an expansion of the bridge there, and we're disappointed now that, that's being scaled back because of some of the conversations that we've had in regards to some of the immediate redevelopment on infrastructure needs that are going to be needed. So I thank you again for your time.
Thank you. The next public comment will be from Emmanuel Morgan. Emmanuel, your line is live and your time will now begin.
My name is Emmanuel Morgan. I'm a co-founder and the executive director of Hudson County Complete Streets and a resident of Jersey City. I'm calling to sincerely thank Governor Sherrill and Mr. Palluri for their decision to scale back the Newark Bay Bridge and Hudson County Extension project. We hear and understand Bayonne residents' concerns about competition from freight traffic on the ramps. We feel confident that those problems, there is a solution to those problems without adding lanes and doubling the size of the bridge or the extension. So we thank the governor and the board for scaling back the scope of this project. Clean air, safe streets, and the agency of a community to decide its own fate is so critical. We appreciate Governor Sherrill for listening to constituents and recognizing that this project was out of scope for our dense and geographically narrow county. We thank all of our elected representatives and the groups and individuals, hundreds, who spoke out to oppose this project on behalf of all of us who live and breathe in Hudson County. Thank you.
Thank you. The next public comment will be from Monica Harwell. Monica, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Monica Harwell, and I am past president and current secretary of the Bayview Skyline Block Association. We are a community or association that is right next to exit 14B, and I'm calling in just to say thank you, Governor Sherrill, for taking a second look at this project and caring about our community
and the additional traffic and pollution that will be coming into the Black and brown communities in Jersey City. Again, I understand the same, what Bayonne is saying about their traffic, but what was built in Bayonne was built 20 times in Jersey City. The one lady spoke about getting out of town. How about just trying to get around in Jersey City currently with what we have coming through here? Building 2 bridges would have impacted us so much, and our children continually just smelling the exhaust from cars that are backed up now on Bayview and Garfield. Those 2 bridges would have increased that 100 times and made it worse in our area. So I commend Governor Sherrill. Thank you for listening to us. And again, I also have the feelings for Bayonne. I live on a block that when I first bought my house, we had no truck traffic. We now have 18-wheelers coming down our block like it's a regular highway. So I understand what you're saying, but 2 bridges would have just impacted Jersey City and this area so much. So thank you all who reconsidered this program, and everyone have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. The next public comment will be from Samantha DeFalco. Samantha, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Hi, good morning. My name is Sam DeFalco, and I'm an organizer with Food and Water Watch, speaking on behalf of our 75 members and supporters around the state. I want to take a moment to thank Governor Sherrill and Mr. Calori for the scaling back of the Turnpike expansion project in Newark and Hudson County. This has been a major focus of our organization over the past several years in partnership with the Turnpike Trap Coalition. As a climate and environmental organization, we're very concerned about climate pollution in our state. And of course, transportation is the largest source of climate pollution in New Jersey, the largest sector. And of course, these emissions from truck and car tailpipes produce ground level ozone, which is a leading cause of the high asthma rates in environmental justice communities in Jersey City, in Bayonne, in Hudson County, and in Newark. And so we're in a moment where we really need to be expanding green public transportation and not doubling down on car-based infrastructure. So we really appreciate this project being scaled back and funding being spent to replace the aging Newark Bay Bridge while conducting critical repairs of the existing roadway, which of course will create good union jobs and ensure that our roadways are safe without inducing demand for more car traffic into Hudson County. So I want to thank everyone who was part of this movement for the past many years, and once again, thank Governor Sherrill and Mr. Calori for making the right decision on this project. Thank you.
Thank you. The next public comment will be from Thomas Frayne. Thomas, your line is live and your time will now begin. And it looks like we lost Thomas. Just a reminder to everybody, if you wish to make a public comment at this time, please press *1 on your phone. That's *1 if you wish to make a public comment. Okay, and we did have a public comment coming from Robert Isaac. Robert, your line is live, and you have approximately one minute remaining for your time. Sorry.
So earlier I had mentioned I was a Bayonne resident, and I've asked a specific question. Can someone comment on that? I know this is a public comment section, but I'm just curious about the separate exit into Bayonne for the global trucking company. As many residents have already shared, this is a huge concern for many residents in the Bayonne area. Can someone please provide a comment?
Okay, Robert, we will move on. I'm sure they will address.
I'm sorry,
after.
can someone address that? Someone has not addressed it.
So as you know, this is Chris Calori. This is your opportunity to make your comments. We'll respond to you in due course, but this is not the forum where, it is not a back and forth, but we will respond.
Right.
Thank you.
I just want to know what form would be best for a response.
If you'd be
Mr.
kind enough
Clory.
to, yeah, if you'd be kind enough to, call us, with your, email or phone number, I'll call you.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we did have another public comment coming from Miso Demko. Miso, your line is live and your time will now begin.
Hi, my name's Miso, and I'm calling in from Bayonne. So I have lived in Bayonne for over 25 years, and I drive, I bike, I take transit. And today I'm just really happy. That's really the feeling, happy that we can move forward and happy that all the different parties that have been involved in the negotiations and voicing their concerns, what they'd like to see in the future, how they'd like to build the future. I think it's just really important that we're able to unify behind a different vision for what the future for a better Hudson County and Bayonne specifically also looks like. Because we were never going to solve traffic with more traffic. And now with the possibility of alternative modes of transit, as well as making the critical safety repairs that are needed to make the car option available, that's really, I think, something that's a much better direction for Bayonne and for Hudson County. So I'm really, I think, grateful for what I want to say. I'm grateful for Governor Sherrill's leadership on this issue and everyone involved in the advocacy for this. So thank you.
Thank you. And there were no other public comments from the lines at this time.
Great. So, the public comment portion of this meeting is now closed. Do any of the commissioners wish to make any comments? Chris, would you please present your Executive Director monthly report?
Chair, welcome. Welcome to your very first board meeting, an exciting and a historic one, I might add. I'll get to that in 1 second. So, first of all, I want to join you, Madam Chair, thanking the members of the staff here for the 2 major snowstorms we had over the last month and a half. The 1,200 people that work under Kevin Dunn and Leo Schaefer did an extraordinary job along with our state police. The fact that within a few hours after the snow ended, we were able to get the roads back to shape where people can travel at regular speed is nothing short of extraordinary. So I know you are grateful, members of the board, and I'm grateful as well. I have had a chance in the last 4 weeks to meet a whole bunch of people, and I just want to refresh the memory of the public on New Jersey Turnpike's contribution to New Jersey Transit. I think if we say it once, it is not enough. So let me say it twice, and I might say it at every board meeting going forward. Just in the next 5 years, Madam Chair, we're going to, from this agency, give New Jersey Transit $2.6 billion. That's with a B. Every year from now till the Hudson Tunnel project is complete, New Jersey Turnpike Authority is going to give that agency $20 million for its operating budget. For every year from the time the RIF loans for the Hudson Tunnel project are issued, New Jersey Turnpike Authority singularly is going to service the debt at $89 million a year till the bonds are paid off. Madam Chair, this is not nickels and dimes. When we talk about a unified transportation system, I want the members of the public and my friends from Empower to know that we don't just talk, we actually do. In fact, we have been doing. So this idea that the Turnpike Authority is a road authority is blatantly false. There is not another agency in the state of New Jersey that gives as much money to mass transit as does the New Jersey Turnpike Authority. Well, that doesn't sound like a highway authority to me. It sounds like a multimodal authority that's focused truly on driving demand on modes that make sense for the state of New Jersey. I want you to know it because facts matter. Facts matter when people say, well, you don't give enough money. Well, I think I've just given you evidence, actual evidence, of how much money we give to New Jersey Transit. I know because I sit on the other side of the table there too. And I want us collectively to acknowledge that this fact is important. And there is no trend that I know of that I've actually come to you and said, we're going to stop doing that. So I want you to make sure that we all acknowledge that. Second, I wanted to address you, Madam Chair, and the members of the board, because I think my role is more than just providing you a report. I actually have a fiduciary obligation to you, and you have a fiduciary obligation to the public. So today, we're announcing the largest project in the history of New Jersey Turnpike. $6.7 billion. It's never been done before. That means something. That means we are prioritizing the safety of our riders, the community, but underlying all this, Madam Chair, is what? Fiscal prudence. That's what you have me here for, and that's my job to you. So I want you to know that my obligation to you is to focus on the challenges of today. That's what this project really is about. What are the needs of the agency today? The bridge that currently exists over Newark Bay has to be decommissioned by 2031. It has to be. It is a structurally deficient bridge, it's functionally obsolete, and we need a 21st century bridge. That's what Governor Sherrill announced yesterday, and I think we should applaud her for it. But there is something else she said in that announcement, I think, that is equally important. As a policy matter, the governor has recommended, and I am recommending to you, Madam Chair, that we are only going to advance safety improvements on the structures, the highway structures near Holland Tunnel. It is the right decision. The only thing we're going to do there is safety improvements, which is adding a shoulder, which is also the right thing to do. I say all this because we have to deal, I have to represent to you in very transparent terms as a fiduciary, not just as an executive director, what it is we have the money for right now and what it is we're doing right now. And that's what this project is, nothing more, nothing less. But I'm going to go one step further. I want to read something into the record because I think this is important. I want there to be no doubt on where we are on this project. We have carefully reviewed the safety, the job creation, and mobility benefits of a new Newark Bay Bridge, as well as the concerns raised by communities affected by the original program. It is important that we advance a safety-first and fiscally prudent program consistent with the National Transportation Safety Board concerns. To that end, the governor supports, and I'm recommending to you, that we advance a $6.7 billion program at this time, which calls for the immediate construction of a 4-lane bridge with shoulders and improvements. To those folks who call from Bayonne, I want to say this. The Turnpike will continue to address the challenges in Bayonne and in the port area. The project, as Dave Pringle and others have said, will create 19,000 jobs, will enable traffic to be removed from existing bridge by 2031 and meet the Turnpike's safety concerns. We're also, as I said, as part of this program, advancing design and environmental packages for those highway structures near Holland Tunnel so we can add safety improvements but not increase capacity. The final thing I want to say, it is remarkable that this highway authority is funding the largest tunnel project in the country, the Hudson Tunnel Project. But as part of that, I spent 18 months negotiating with the Hudson Trades Union and the Essex Trades Union for a project labor agreement. I think we should applaud the governor for saying that this project, the $6.7 billion project, will be consistent with the PLA requirements. So what I'm saying to you, Madam Chair and members of the board, I have here in my hand the project labor agreement that I negotiated at the Gateway Development Commission. I intend to bring to you when the contracts are ready, and if the cost-benefit analysis comes as we hope it would, we come to you with our recommendation. But I want to make a commitment to our friends in the union that we will adopt this model as our PLA for this project. That is the commitment I think we're making, and I'm so glad the governor just did that yesterday. And I also want to call up my friend Raj Mukherjee. There are many people whose voices mattered. Senator Mukherjee was an important voice in coming to this consensus, and I think he deserves a lot of credit. And the last thing I'll say to my friend Steve Corrales, who I've known for 30 years, who's been calling me, I think, for all those years, is FIFA is a very important moment for the state of New Jersey. The reason the Turnpike is involved in procuring these buses is, as you know, if the Northeast Corridor fails, we need a contingency where we can move people on buses from Secaucus Junction on the Turnpike into Lincoln Tunnel. That is the nexus where Turnpike sits. So when the governor talks about an aligned view of transportation, this is Exhibit A. This is how we should conduct ourselves. And the Turnpike Authority was there for New Jersey Transit during the snowstorm when we needed them to help. And I assure you, wearing my other hat, I'll be there for New Jersey Turnpike when this organization needs help. Ultimately, Madam Chair, you're the prime example. You're chair of multiple agencies regardless of mode. You are the chair of the transportation agency because you view transportation as a singular issue, not a siloed issue. So I'm so grateful that this authority, with an extraordinary staff, is moving forward and advancing the largest project in Turnpike's history with this Newark Bay Bridge. And the staff should be applauded for it, the governor should be applauded for it, and we hope, with your consent later this morning, you too will be applauded. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Chris, for your report. And before we proceed, I want to echo my support for the advancement of this new Newark Bay Bridge program. Again, as you mentioned, right, it's all about ensuring the safety of our assets and roadways, and that's paramount, and to the mission of New Jersey Turnpike Authority. And this project does exactly that. It does that exactly for all the drivers who use this bridge daily. And this is not even taking into consideration how many economic benefits that this project will lead. So thank you. And we will now continue to the agenda approval process. Human Resources, Mary Elizabeth Cavity.
Yes, good morning. Good morning and welcome, Chair, Vice Chair, Treasurer, Commissioners, Executive Director Clory. I move before you the personnel agenda for the month of at the March meeting. It's agenda item number 35. I'd be happy to answer any questions on it. Otherwise, I respectfully request approval of same.
Make that motion, Chair.
May I please have a motion to approve? Any discussion? Jennifer, would you please take roll call from the board on this item?
Vice Chair Diaz?
Yes.
Treasurer Dupont?
Yes.
Commissioner Salermo?
Yes.
Commissioner Maldonado?
Yes.
Commissioner Wisniewski?
Yes.
Chair Jane?
Yes. Law, Tom Hall.
Good morning, Chair. Thank you. The Law Department is requesting approval this morning of agenda item number 036. That is authorization to declare surplus to the authority's needs and authorize the executive director to sell to the adjacent landowner parcels RX543, X544, and X545, Turnpike Sections 5C and 5A in Woodbridge Township, Middlesex County. This is a total area of 0.183 acres. The property consists of 3 parcels, which are currently part of the authority right-of-way in Sections 5C and 5A in the vicinity of milepost 89.6 between interchanges 10 and 11 of the Turnpike. An administrative determination of value has been prepared for the parcels, and the properties have been certified by the various departments as surplus to the authority's needs. Authorization of this item will allow the property to be disposed of pursuant to the authority's regulations for sale of surplus property and the authority's bylaws to the adjacent property owner of 190 Marlin Drive in Woodbridge, New Jersey. That is the Law Department's agenda for this month. Happy to answer any questions.
May I please have a motion to approve item number 36?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Jennifer, would you please take a roll call from the board on this item?
Vice Chair Diaz?
Yes.
Treasurer Dupont?
Yes.
Commissioner Salermo?
Yes.
Commissioner Maldonado?
Yes.
Commissioner Wisniewski?
Yes.
Chair Jane?
Yes.
Madam Chair, may I just, was writing notes and I didn't, make, a comment in the personnel, but I want to welcome back Mr. Diltz. After a lengthy absence, it's, welcome to have him back. A true public servant. I'm just filled with gratitude that he's accepted the position and, is going to do a great job as he normally does. But welcome, with his wisdom and experience in transportation. And I will say that, Mr. Calori's statement or presentation, I love the comment, and I wrote it down, unified transportation system. I know that that's what this is about. I know that Mr. Wisniewski, when he was assembly leader, always profited that, and I love that term. So I look forward to completing a team effort. But Mr. Diltz, welcome aboard. Sorry, Madam Chair.
No?
I was writing too slow.
No, that's absolutely fine. Okay. For engineering, Daniel, Strickland, and.
Great, thank you. Good morning. Requesting approval of item numbers 37 through 39. Item number 37 is a recommendation to award contract number P-200-869 to Montana Construction Corporation Incorporated in the amount of $2,869,960 for drainage video inspection and cleaning, milepost 123.6 to 127.0. Item number 38 is a recommendation to award contract number T835.770.204 to George Harms Construction Company Incorporated in the amount of $38,366,980. This is for the construction of Newark Bay Hudson County Extension Improvements Program, Section 2, westbound Newark Bay Bridge Trestle in Newark. Item number 39 is a recommendation to award contract number T835.770.205 to PKF Mark III Incorporated in the amount of $74,112,000. This is for the construction of the Newark Bay Hudson County Extension Improvements Program, Section 2, westbound Newark Bay Bridge Trestle in Bayonne.
May I please have a motion to approve items, numbers 37 through 39?
Okay.
Discussion? Then, Jen, would you please take a roll call from the board on these items?
Vice Chair Diaz?
Yes.
Treasurer Dupont?
Yes.
Commissioner Salermo?
Yes.
Commissioner Wisniewski?
Yes.
Chair Jane?
Yes. Engineering, Dan, please continue.
Thank you. Requesting approval of item numbers 40 and 41. Item number 40 is a recommendation to issue order for professional services number T4144 to STV Incorporated in the amount of $9,095,000. This is to provide supervision of construction services for contract number T835.770.204, the construction of the Newark Bay Hudson County Extension Improvements Program, Section 2, westbound Newark Bay Bridge Trestle in Newark, and contract number T835.770.205, which is construction of the Newark Bay Hudson County Extension Improvements Program, Section 2, westbound Newark Bay Bridge Trestle in Bayonne. Item number 41 is a recommendation to issue order for professional services number P4280 to KS Engineers PC in the amount of $710,000. This is to provide supervision of construction services for contract number P200-869 for the drainage video inspection and cleaning, milepost 123.6 to 127.0.
May I please have a motion to approve items, 40 and 41?
So moved.
Discussion? Ken, would you please take a roll call from the board on these items?
Vice Chair Diaz.
Yes.
Treasurer Dupont.
Yes.
Commissioner Salermo.
Yes.
Commissioner Maldonado.
Yes.
Commissioner Wisniewski.
Yes.
Chair Jane.
Yes. Engineering, Dan?
Thank you. Requesting approval of items numbers 42 and 43. Item number 42 is our final acceptances. The first one for Agate Construction Company Incorporated for contract number T-100-616, which was the waterway substructure rehabilitation of turnpike structures on the west 110.42 and on the west 111.48 in the amount of $60,034.54. The next contract for closeout is to Ferrara Construction Company Incorporated under contract P-100-653 for the bridge repairs and resurfacing milepost 0 to 126 in the amount of $247,836.80. The next contract for closeout is to Joseph M. Sanzari Incorporated under contract T-900-845. This was for the interchanges 14, 15E, and 17E toll island and pavement repairs in the amount of $410,221.86. And the fourth closeout for today is to Ferrara Construction Company Incorporated under contract T-835.770.208. This was for the construction and removal of Newark Bay Bridge, structure number North 2.01 for the Peregrine Falcon Nest, in the amount of $81,700, bringing the total due to contractors for final acceptances to $799,793.20. Item number 43 is the acknowledgement reports of engineering expenditures under delegated authority. Our construction contract progress summary showing 52 active construction contracts, our change order summary report showing 13 change orders, and our utility order report showing 3 utility orders.
May I have a motion to approve items 42 and 43?
Move.
Second. Questions? Then would you please take a roll call from the board on these items?
Vice Chair Diaz.
Yes.
Treasurer Dupont.
Yes.
Commissioner Salermo.
Yes.
Commissioner Wisniewski.
Yes.
Chair Jane.
Yes. Procurement and materials management, Angela McNally.
Good morning, Chair, Vice Chair, Treasurer, and Commissioners. On behalf of the Procurement and Materials Management Department, I am respectfully requesting approval of items number 44 to 56. Item 44 is requesting authorization to award a publicly bid contract for 6 trailer-mounted crack seal units to McGrath Municipal Equipment LLC in an amount not to exceed $344,280. Item 45 is requesting authorization to award a contract under state contract to Winter Ford, Inc. to provide 10 2026 Ford F-150 crew cab four-wheel drive utility trucks in an amount not to exceed $579,720. Item 46 is requesting authorization to award a state contract to Winter Ford, Inc. to provide 10 2026 Ford F-250 regular cab trucks in an amount not to exceed $589,175. Item 47 is requesting authorization to award a contract under state contract to Winter Ford, Inc. to provide 10 2026 Ford F-150 crew cab four-wheel drive utility trucks in an amount not to exceed $573,470. Item 48 is requesting authorization to award a contract under state contract to Insight Public Sector, Inc. to provide file share license renewal for 2026 in an amount not to exceed $359,041.78. Item 49 is requesting authorization to award a contract under state contract to ePlus Technology, Inc. to provide content delivery network architecture in an amount not to exceed $473,908.50. Item 50 is requesting authorization to award a contract under state contract to Dell Marketing LP to provide advanced traffic management system Kira licenses for 2026 in an amount not to exceed $154,499.99. Item 51 is requesting authorization to award a contract under state contract to Kira Solutions, Inc. to provide advanced traffic management system support and maintenance for 2026 in an amount not to exceed $202,050. Item 52 is requesting authorization to award a contract under state contract to Dell Marketing LP to provide computer hardware in an amount not to exceed $2,500,000. Item 53 is requesting authorization to award a contract under state contract to the North Highland Company LLC to provide next-generation back-office project management implementation services in an amount not to exceed $1,895,040. Item 54 is the state contract modifications table, which seeks authorization to increase contracts under state contract. The table contains 4 modifications this month. The first is for chain link, rock fall, wooden, vinyl, and ornamental fence installation and repair for both roadways to Consolidated Steel and Aluminum Fence Company. The requested amount is $200,000 for a new authorized amount of $1,597,380. The second is traffic control devices and attenuator parts and supplies to Traffic Safety Service LLC. The requested amount is $150,000 for a new authorized amount of $679,000. The third is automotive parts and accessories for light-duty vehicles to Freehold Ford, Inc. The requested amount is $200,000 for a new authorized amount of $1,473,000. And the final is snowplow parts and grader and loader blades to Grelco, Inc. for a requested amount of $900,000 for a new authorized amount of $7,960,000. Item 55 is requesting authorization to award a sole source contract to Store Tractor Company to provide Toro mower parts in an amount not to exceed $200,000. Item 56 is requesting authorization to award a sole source contract to Skyline, Inc. to provide Skyline controller replacements for an amount not to exceed $295,000.
Second.
Discussion. Then would you please take a roll call on these items?
Vice Chair Diaz?
Yes.
Treasurer Dupont?
Yes.
Commissioner Salermo?
Yes.
Commissioner Maldonado?
Yes.
Commissioner Wisniewski?
Yes.
Chair Jane?
Yes. Operations, Kevin Dow.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome, Madam Chair. Also, good morning, Mr. Vice Chairman, Mr. Treasurers, and Commissioners. Submitted for your acceptance is item 57. Item 57 is a summary of volume and crashes for both roadways for the most recent 12 months ending January 31st, 2026. Also included is a summary of fatal crashes for this calendar year, also ending January 31st, 2026. Madam Chair, this concludes the requested action of the Operations Department for the month of February 2026.
May I please have a motion to accept item number 57?
Madam Chair, I'd like to move that motion, but I also want to thank Kevin and all his team. An extraordinary job on the snow. Even my family members who are all from Buffalo and the Massachusetts area, they go, "Hey, you're not going to do well." I go, "No, absolutely not." So to all your team and all your leadership, great job on the snow.
Thank you, Mr. Treasurer. And if I may, I'd like to thank Madam Chair and the board for your allowance to approve our requests for the programs and resources that we seek of you to allow us to succeed and achieve those goals.
I was just proud to say Jersey can certainly kick some butt
Yeah.
on snow with my family up in Boston and in Buffalo, so job well done. Sorry, Madam Chair.
Okay. Definitely, if we can kick butt on Buffalo, yes. Second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
State Police, Major Sean O'Connor.
State Police is requesting acceptance of item number 058, New Jersey State Police Troop D activity reports for January 2026 with 2025-2026 yearly comparisons.
May I please have a motion to accept item number 58?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Finance, Urban Luna.
Good morning. Thank you. The Finance Department is requesting acceptance of agenda item number 59, which is the financial summary for 1 month ended in January 31st, 2026. Some highlights of the financial summary: total revenue for 1 month period was approximately $208 million, which was about 0.5% below the year-to-date budget. Total revenue was approximately $173 million, which was about 2.8% below the year-to-date budget. As you know, total revenue was below budget mainly due to the impact of the 2 snow-related weather events that was in January. On the Turnpike, January toll transaction decreased by 3.6%, while toll revenue remained flat compared to the same period last year. On the Garden State Parkway, January toll transaction decreased by 2.6%, while revenue rose by 1% compared to the same period last year. Our operating expenses were approximately $64 million for the 1 month period, which was about 97% of the year-to-date budget. Our total capital spending was approximately $30 million for the January month. Of this amount, about $30 million was spent on our revenue-funded capital projects, and about $17 million was spent on our bond-funded capital projects. As of January 2026, we are in compliance with all our bond resolution financial covenants and expected to remain in compliance through the year-end 2026. The Finance Department is requesting for acceptance of agenda item number 59.
May I please have a motion to accept item number 59?
Move. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Finance, Urban, please continue.
Thank you. Finance is requesting approval of item number 60 and number 61. Item number 60 is authorization to adopt Series 2026 Turnpike Revenue Bond Resolution. The resolution authorized the authority to issue up to $1 billion of new money bonds. This new money will be used to fund the authority's ongoing capital improvement program, including the projects that are part of the long-range capital plan. Item number 61 is the authorization to adopt Series 2026 Turnpike Revenue Refunding Bonds Resolution. The resolution authorized the authority to issue up to $3 billion of refunding bonds, the proceeds of which will be used to refinance certain outstanding Turnpike revenue bonds.
May I please have a motion to approve item number 60?
Motion. Second.
Discussion? Jen, could you please take a roll call from the board on this item?
Vice Chair Diaz,
Yes.
Treasurer Dupont,
Yes.
Commissioner Salermo,
Yes.
Commissioner Maldonado,
Yes.
Commissioner Wisniewski,
Yes.
Chair Jane.
Yes. General business, Chris?
You're permitted to, but
You can,
Alan can do it as well.
okay. The Executive Department is requesting approval of item number 062. This is for authorization for the Deputy Executive Director to enter into a MOU with the New Jersey Transit Corporation for the funding of bus services in support of the FIFA World Cup 2026 in an amount not to exceed $4.1 million.
May I please have a motion to approve item number 62?
I'll make that motion with the term score.
Any discussion? Jen, would you please take a roll call from the board on this item?
Vice Chair Diaz,
Yes.
Treasurer Dupont,
Yes.
Commissioner Salermo,
Yes.
Commissioner Maldonado,
Yes.
Commissioner Wisniewski,
Yes.
Chair Jane.
Yes. Okay. So this concludes the board meeting today. The next commission meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, at 9 a.m. at the New Jersey Turnpike Authority Administration offices. Boardroom, 1 Turnpike Plaza, Woodbridge. Will be in-person board meeting with optional public call-in. Please check the website njta.com to get the call-in information. May I please have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Commissioner.
You made it.
I mean, what?
I'll make sure.
Thank you. This does conclude today's meeting. You may disconnect your lines at this time. Thank you for your participation.